class. It is our second workout. We're going to review quite a bit today. However, I will change up a few things, a few exercises the second time through, and also add a couple of different exercises at the end of the routine, as well as warming up a little differently today. But before we get started, I just want to review our 6 guiding principles, starting with our breath. So we really want to focus, concentrate on our breathing style, which is very consistent and rhythmic and deep on the inhale and big on the exhale, but slow down throughout, okay? The center, of course, our body, center of our mind, centering all together how we are practicing, which is, what we're practicing, which is our precision, our execution, right, of our exercises. And so just making sure that we're really paying attention to those things. Controlling, obviously, a big factor, a big guiding principle of Mat Pilates, controlling our breathing, controlling our movement, controlling the pace or the flow, which is what that 6th principle we talked about last time. So, flow will come, but you can also have flow within each exercise. So I did want to emphasize that as well. Even though we're not connecting a lot of exercises together without pausing, because we're just learning, you can still create flow within the exercise that you're practicing, okay? So we're going to begin with a few exercises that look familiar. However, we're going to do this from a kneeling position. So we're going to go ahead and start with our chest expansion. So remember that we're opening up the chest and then we're practicing scooping. And so from here, I'd like you to pull your hips back, round your back, round your arms in front, head drops, and then we come up to a tall position. So we are going to practice our breathing with this move. We're going to exhale as we scoop. Inhale at the top. Exhale. Inhale. Now remember, when we are scooping, really important, we're pulling that belly button in towards the spine. We are tilting the pelvis up and forward, rounding that back, scooping the belly. C-spine, right? All right, good. So we're going to go ahead and run right into some shoulder rolls. Sitting up tall, kneeling tall, and reverse direction. And some head rolls from side to side. Let's engage our core right here. So nice and strong, tightening those muscles while we're breathing. Good. Bring it back to center. You're going to interlock the hands. Hands away, palms away. Big stretch out in front. Bring the hands towards you. Big stretch out in front. Lift the arms up. Flip the hands over. And arms down. Good. All right, come on down to what's called a table position. So hands and knees, and from here, we're just going to do some dynamic low back stretch. So I'm going to pull my hips down and back, lower my arms, come up to table. and down and up. Again, breathing correctly. Try and breathe in through your nose. Slow the transition down to the exhale through your mouth. Good. All right, we are going to flip over, around, I should say. Okay, so I talked about this last time. Make sure that when we come down to our backs, we are practicing that scooping. We're slowing it down. We're rolling down. If you need to hold on to your knees, hold on to your knees. You're gonna roll down. We're gonna go right into our 100 exercise. Keeping the legs bent, arms extended, shoulders, upper back off the mat. Focusing on the scooping here, focusing on the pumping. There's a lot of different attention in this exercise. Remember, we're pumping 5 for the inhale, 5 for the exhale. Trying to see if we can accomplish 100 pumps. Chin to chest, rounded neck, scooping, press that low back down into the mat. Remember, if you cannot achieve 100 pumps at this point and you need to bring the head down to rest, that's fine. See if you can pull that head and shoulders up, chin to chest. Get right back into it if you can. And when you're done with your 100 pumps, you're going to go ahead and bring that head down and those feet down. Okay, so you're probably a little bit sore today, and that's to be expected. So we want to be just very careful with our movement today. Give yourself some pause if you need to. We're going to go into our leg circles, that warm-up exercise. So we're going to extend one leg up. We're bending the knee slightly, opening the leg up. So we're maintaining this open hip here. And we're rotating the entire leg in one movement. And it starts from the hip. It's just nice and small and slow. We're just limbering up that region. Reverse direction. And we'll switch legs. I hope you're all feeling good. I hope you have good health right now with what's going on. And reverse. And the smoke, the air pollution from the fires doesn't help with the breathing, but you know, we're going to get through this next couple of weeks and do the best that we can. Being inside obviously helps. Okay, so go ahead and bring that leg down. This is where we begin the workout. Remember, first time through, the first set, I'm going to really break down the exercises one at a time, very similar to yesterday, the other workout. Second time through, we'll change it up a little bit, okay? So, first exercise. So we have our single leg modified, okay? So remember, head and shoulders up, chin to chest, scooping, and we're gonna make sure that we're gonna bring one knee in, okay? Let's bring this foot down, one knee in, so once we've established the scooping, the positioning of the neck, we really just allow the leg to do the work, and then we can really concentrate on our breathing. Good. All right. Foot down, head down, rest that head. We're going to do the same thing with the other leg. Go ahead and bring this knee in. We'll keep this other leg down on the floor just for now. Head and shoulders up. Scooping. Breathing. Now I'm sure that you all have some neck fatigue, right? Totally normal at this point. In fact, you're probably, last one, going to have this neck fatigue for a little while, and that's totally normal. You're not used to walking around with your chin down to your chest, okay? Yes, we have a phone in our hand and our chin is to our chest quite a bit. However, this is different. We are raising, we are lifting, we are holding our head up off the mat in such a way to allow the abdominal muscles to tighten, to stabilize, to engage. And so that is really important. If we lift the chin up to the ceiling, we're putting a lot of stress on the muscles in the neck in a very awkward position, which is also lifting and holding some weight. Okay, so we want to round the neck, drop that chin to the chest to help engage the abdominal wall, but also to make sure that we're in a nice neutral neck position. Okay? All right, so now we have our double leg modified. So we're going to bring our knees in, part them slightly. We're going to go ahead and bring those hands behind the neck. We did this last time. We lower and lift. Again, scooping. You're going to hear me cue certain actions for you to focus on, and that is normal. And it's just to help remind you. Breathing and rest. Good. Okay, so bridges here, we practiced this. So we're going to engage our glutes, our quadriceps, our lower back. We are also practicing tightening the abdominal wall, but we're also coordinating that with relaxing of our shoulders so we're not so tense, okay? So here we go. We're going to bring our hands down to our mat here. We're going to lift the hips up, and we're going to lock this position in here. And how we lock it in is we tighten the glutes, we tighten the quads, we pull the abdominal wall just slightly in towards the spine, and we lock it in. Breathing. Relax the arms. Lower the hips. Good. One more time. Lift up. Lock it in. Relax the arms. And down. Excellent. All right, we're going to go into this crisscross modified. So we're lifting our head, chin to chest, bringing one knee in, hands behind the head. We're going to rotate towards this bent knee. And when I extend this leg, I'm going to come back to center, but keep my shoulders elevated. So in and out. So again, consistent breathing. You can exhale through the entire move and inhale as you start again. We're just trying to lengthen the breath, make it continuous. Good. And lower the leg, lower the head, rest here. We'll switch sides. So this rotation in crisscross, really important when we get to this traditional crisscross, which will be the second time around. Real important that we are rotating across the rib cage. We are not lifting and lowering. We are lifting and rotating. Rotating. So it's a very small move, but it's a very strong move, okay? Go ahead and bring the other knee in, hands behind the neck, engaged, cross, back to center. Last one. Good. Head and foot down. Good. Excellent. Okay, so moving on, we have our double straight, and we modified this as well. Remember that you don't have to go parallel to the floor. You can kick more out at a higher angle. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and bring the legs all the way up. Lift the head and shoulders up. Immediately, we are scooping. Hands behind the head, bend the knees, extend the legs out, pull them in and up. So just like I said, you can go out and up and in and vertical, okay? All right, go ahead and rest. Woo! All right, we have our modified roll up. So it's two-part. We have roll up holds, and then we're going to turn to our side, push ourselves up, and do some roll down holds. Okay. Modified meaning we're starting with our arms at our sides, and our legs are bent, and it's not one full movement. It's two-part. Okay. So remember, when we lift our head, we immediately bring our chin to our chest. We lift our shoulders. We immediately start scooping, which means we pull down and we lift the arms and we hold while we breathe and roll down and head down. Let's try exhaling as we lift. Here we go. Ready? Up. And down. Exhale up. And down. Okay, now this time, I want you to take your focus onto your glutes, your pelvis. And what's going to happen here is when you press down or pull down or push down or scoop with your abdominal wall, and you're trying to connect that low back to the floor, I want you to just slightly tilt your hips up so you really connect that low back to the floor and tighten those glutes, engage those glutes. Same move. Here we go. Ready? Up. and down. Feel what happens? So when you were kneeling and you were practicing your scooping, and I asked you to round your back and slightly tilt your hips under and forward, that was helping with that C-spine position, correct? You're trying to do the same thing. So you should feel more connection to the mat when you do this. Let's try it one more time. Here we go. Exhale up, scoop, engage the glutes, and down. Good. All right. Over to your side. Push yourselves up. We have our roll downs. So remember, collapse the spine, let it go. Let go of your arms, and we're gonna lean back, scooping, hold, and up. Exhale as you come back. Ready? Collapse the spine, scoop, lean back, exhale, hold, and up. Now this time, when you come back, you're still scooping, but I want you to focus on that pelvis and just slightly pulling it up a little bit. Do not leave the mat, you're just engaging the glutes and you're pulling them back. So here we go, collapse the spine, lean back, try it. Squeeze the glutes. Good. All right, spine stretch. Split your legs, sitting up tall, great stretch. Take your time, flat back, pitch forward, exhale. Scoop, pull your arms in, round your back, sit up tall, flatten the back, inhale at the top, exhale. Go as far as you can. Now with this spine stretch, if you need to adjust the width of your V position of your legs, that's fine. If you need to bend your knees, that's fine. If you're not going as low, absolutely fine. Good. All right, go ahead and bring your legs together. So last time we did some lean backs with some knee pulls. We're gonna actually do some leg lifts today. So go ahead and lean back, but I want you to come back onto your elbows. So come back onto your elbows. One leg is bent. We're going to lift our rib cage up. Chest is high. We're going to lift this leg up and down. Tightening the muscles in the leg, flexing those muscles, holding them tight and strong, breathing. Switch legs, nice and strong, lift. Last one. Go ahead and bend your knees. From here, I want you to come down onto your back. I want you to pull your knees in, knee hug. Release that lower back. Okay, so from here, you're going to go ahead and roll to your side. Push yourselves up. We're going to come into our mermaid position. So remember, with this mermaid, we want to make sure that we find a comfortable position for our legs off to the side, but we're trying to sit up tall and centered. Okay, so it's going to feel a little awkward on that extended hip here, this extended leg here. But you're going to try and find a nice neutral centered position here. Remember, one hand is on the mat, one hand is on the shin, sitting up nice and tall, strong posture. We are sweeping over the top, pulling ourselves, assisting ourselves into this nice easy lean or bend. Connect with the mat, let go of the shin. Slight lean or bend to the side, over the top again, staying neutral here. So that just simply means that we're tall through our trunk. We don't sit back and collapse the spine. We lift up, stay tall. So I like to think of mermaid as, go ahead and switch your legs, as you have a puppeteer who is holding a string at the top of your head, okay? And that puppeteer is pulling you, the puppet, up so you're in alignment, okay? And you hold that position. If they were to let you go, you would collapse, correct? So we're pulling up nice and tall, sweeping over, stay tall. Slowing it down, no need to speed anything up. You'll start to feel the hips limbering up. And your stretches, your bends increase in flexibility. Good. All right, we're going to turn over at this point. So go ahead and turn over to your tummies. So we are going to do our prone leg lifts. We had single leg lifts, and we're going to actually practice some double leg lifts as well. So when we do this, we're making sure that our trunk is down, but our head is elevated and our weight is here on our bent arms here, okay? And so we are going to lift one leg at a time, pressing that pelvis down, tightening the glutes, staying connected to the mat. Hips are down. Your pelvis is connected at all times. The leg is nice and locked out and straight. No bend in the knee. Breathing. All right, here we go. We're going to lift both legs at the same time. Up and hold, and down. Up and hold, and down. One more time. Up and hold, and down. Good. Okay. So now we have our legs down and we're coming up onto our trunk, onto our elbows. Our trunk is lifting up. So elbows in, hands right about at your face here, palms facing down, legs stay down. We're going to come up, press the pelvis down, breathe, come down, and up. And down. And up. And down. Go ahead and bring your hands outside your chest, up and back for low back stretch. Good. Okay, so we have some low plank work, and that just simply means that we're on our elbows. So we're going to come down to our elbows. We did this before, but we're going to add something here. So we are in a low plank position, and we're practicing our knee drops. Slowly, back is stabilized, abdominals are pulled up and in. Good. All right. Both knees down. Come up to your hands. From here, we're going to come up onto our feet. Just bring the knees up slightly here, and we're going to shift back. Butt comes down, come back to start. Shift back. So it's like a modified table position. Good. Knees down, low back stretch, and go ahead and bring those arms behind you to release the pressure from the arms. All right, so we are going to repeat that workout again, but change some things up. So we're going to go ahead and turn over to our backs. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and turn over to our backs. So again, rolling down. If you need to bring your knees with you, bring your knees with you. Okay, this time through, we're going to go ahead and practice our traditional single leg stretch. We did this as part of our Fab 5 workout, okay? Head and shoulders up, scooping, chin to chest, extending one leg out, pulling the other knee in, and switching. Gently pull this knee towards you for that added stretch. Keep the horizontal leg off the floor. Try and coordinate the switch, simultaneous, breathing, scooping, moving. Here's a little bit of flow, right? And rest. All right, so this is where you might start feeling fatigue if you haven't already. So just be careful with yourself, okay? Double leg, we're gonna go traditional, but with a little variation, okay? So both knees in, head and shoulders up, scooping. I'm going to extend my legs out and I'm gonna reach back. I'm gonna pull my knees in, hands over knees. Notice I don't go parallel to the floor. Scooping, breathing, slowly moving, and rest. Good. Bridges. Lift the hips up. Lock it in. and down. And up. And down. Knees in. Head and shoulders up. Hands behind the neck. Crisscross. I'm going to go traditional here. Let go of my right leg. Rotate my right arm, elbow to my left knee. Slowly exchange, come back to center. Slowly rotate. Again, I'm rotating over the rib cage from shoulder blade to shoulder blade. And rest. Excellent. Okay. Double straight. We're still going to modify this, okay? So both legs all the way up. Hands behind the neck. Lift the head and shoulders up. Scoop. Bend. Extend. In and up. Focus on your exhales. Lengthen the exhale. And rest. So remember what I said about exhales? If you can blow that air out really far, that will help reduce the stress of the fatigue, being taxed, right? So we're working hard, and so that will help you get through the move, focusing on that really long, extended exhale, blowing all that air out. Okay. Modified, roll up, slight bend of the knees, roll up holds. Okay, so we're combining now. We're going to combine the scooping with the slight pelvic tilt, okay, and the glutes. Here we go, ready. Up, exhale. Hold here. And down. Up, exhale. And down. Up, exhale. And down. Good. Roll to your side. Push yourselves up. Seated position. Roll downs. Again. Two things going on here. Scooping and engaging those glutes. Here we go. Collapse the spine. Lean back. Exhale. And up. Good. Spine stretch. So again, active stretching, dynamic stretching. No static holds. Bring the legs together. We're going to come back on to the elbows. Bend the knees. Press that rib cage up. One leg is lifting up and down. Muscles are engaged. Tighten the leg. Switch legs. Last one. Good. All right, we're going to come down to the mat. Knee hug. Over to mermaid. Find your position. Puppet. There we go. Breathe consistently. This is a great time to get a full breath because we're sitting up. Lungs aren't constricted at all. Diaphragm is not tight at all. Everything's expanded and open. Sorry. So you really should be able to get a full, big breath here. Switch legs. Remember again, if you need to modify your leg position, no problem. Whatever works for you. Good. All right, we're going to come over to our tummies. So we're going to practice our leg work. So our head is up, singles. Doubles. Good. All right, come on down. Hands outside here, your head, elbows are tucked in close. Coming up, pressing the pelvis down. So trunk lift here, a half cobra or mini cobra. One more. Good. Hands outside your chest, push up and back, low back stretch. up to table. All right, so we are high plank, modified pull back, so it's kind of like a modified downward dog, yeah? So we're gonna come up, elevate the knees up off the ground slightly, and we're gonna come back onto the heels. And forward, and backward, and forward. One more. Good. Knees down. Low back stretch. Arms back. Okay. So at this point in time, we're going to do some leg work. So we're going to come down to our sides and we're going to go ahead and begin our leg work. So come on down to your side. You're going to prop your head with your hand here, making sure that my lower body is in alignment with my upper body. Okay, that just simply means you don't want to have your legs out in front of you. They're just one line, okay? Other hand out in front. We're gonna do some leg lifts. So, keeping this bottom leg connected to the mat, I'm gonna lift this leg up in the same line as the bottom leg here, okay? And lower this leg. Nice and strong and tight. Abdominals are tightened here, strong. Everything's strong. We're gonna lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. And lift and lower. This time we're gonna bend the knee and we're gonna pull the knee in. Still in alignment with that bottom leg. Looks like this. In and out. And in and out. Everything's strong, engaged. Good. All right, we're going to switch sides. Same work. Prop your head. Find your line. Hand out in front and lift. Knee pull. All right, go ahead and bend those knees, bring them forward, push up, over to table. From here, we're gonna do some arm work. So a kneeling position, kneeling tall. So we can still engage our core, okay? So my glutes are nice and snug and tight, and my lower back is stabilized. I'm drawing my abdominal muscles inward towards my spine. Legs are nice and strong, okay? One flat surface here. So that just simply means that we're not hunched over, okay? Shoulders are nice and relaxed. Arm circles. Tighten your arms, nice and strong. From the shoulders all the way through. Try to limit the movement in your trunk while you're circling. Isolate. This takes focus and concentration, yes. Reverse. Big breathing. Good. Bring your arms out in front of you, palms facing down. These are called crosses. So again, my trunk is nice and strong. I'm going to cross my hands over with a pulse here, and then I'm going to switch levels, pulling back a little bit. In front and back. Tight arms. Increase the speed. Create some energy here, right? Arms do the work. You should be sore. Last one. Good. All right. Relax the arms. Relax, 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 relax. Okay, go back to table. We're just going to do some nice, easy stretches. Table position here. Tilt your hips forward, round your back, head comes down. Low back stretch. Table. Tilt, round. Low back stretch. Back up to table. Bring your hips down. Chest down on your elbows. Come push as high as you can. Come down. Up. Come down. And up. All right, come to your side, push yourselves up, knee hug here, release your lower back, head down, relax your shoulders, relax your neck. So when we get going on these workouts, at the end we're going to have some what are called body scans, and that's where we'll be able to just relax in corpse position, but I like to call it relaxation position. And so we'll go through some imagery in our heads, just relaxing muscles, connecting with our mind and how we're feeling. But that is it for today. So great workout. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. And we will see you next time. So take care of yourselves and good job. Bye.